You are watching
Ask the Instructor. Absorb the knowledge. Become the expert.
Hello and welcome in for a very exciting edition of Ask the Instructor, where today we're officially announcing the Florida Real Estate Career Fair that's happening on November 23rd in Palm Harbor. This is going to be from 12 to 2 p.m. at our Palm Harbor location, and we're going to have multiple brokers from the Tampa Bay area. So if you're interested in starting a Florida real estate career, this is the place to go. If you go to tsre.us/live, it'll take you right to the page right now that we're on, where you can tune into this broadcast as well as get registered for the next career fair that we have going up. You'll put in your name, email, phone number, and that will get you registered to make sure that you get reminders for our upcoming career fairs, including the one starting on November 23rd at 12 p.m. So we hope to see you there. We have a lot of really great brokers already signed up for this event, so there's numerous opportunities. And what we're going to be talking about today, in addition to a little bit of a preview of what to expect at this career fair, is the idea of a real estate career. What does it take to build a successful real estate career? What does that look like? What is possible in real estate? So without further ado, let's go ahead and head over to the board here. So we're talking about the real estate career fair that is happening. Your future awaits at this career fair. That little for sale sign is actually an illegal advertisement. You'll learn about that in your pre-licensing course, because it has to have your brokerage name on there, and it should definitely include your personal name, maybe a picture of yourself, a phone number, all kinds of things other than just for sale, because in this case here, what do? I guess you just knock on the door and say, well, how much? But that's not how real estate is done. So to register for the career fair, if you're on the page right now, again, if you go to tsre.us/career fair. Next time we go live, that live link might go somewhere else, so tsre.us/career fair. That'll take you right there. And you want to fill out this form, name, email, phone number, hit register now, and you're going to be signed up for our next career fair that we have coming up here on November 23rd. Now, very exciting, we're actually giving away our video on demand course to one lucky winner who attends the career fair. There is no purchase necessary. So even if you have not even signed up for a course yet, we encourage you to come meet these brokers, to come find out about the opportunities that exist out there, because we're going to talk about the opportunities today, specifically the opportunities that look like this. So this is statistics from Glassdoor.com. So if you go on Glassdoor.com and you look, what does a real estate agent make in Florida, you're going to come across this page. And now the statistics may have changed, as I expect they do whenever you visit this page again in the future. So if you're watching this recording way in the future now, this might look different. It probably will go up with inflation and the rise of costs and so on and so forth. But looking at this here, low end $164,000, high end almost $300,000, and this is based on median pay, median of $217,000 here. Now, ultimately, real estate is something that is what you make of it. And we're going to go through and do the math today to talk about what a commission may look like and ultimately how to really start a Florida real estate career. So what you'll have to do beyond actually attending this career fair. So again, we are live right now. Let me get the chat loaded up right here. So if you're tuned in with us live, go to tsre.us/live. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, let me see. Let me get the Instagram pulled up here if we're on Instagram right now. I think we are streaming on the gram. And say hello. If you've already got a real estate career as well, you are more than welcome to attend this career fair because you may want to meet some of the brokers that are actively recruiting new agents. Maybe you're trying to build a real estate team yourself, and the brokerage it is that you're joined in isn't necessarily as active in recruiting new agents as maybe you are. So if you want to find out about that, we have lots of different opportunities from sponsoring this actual event to as well as affiliate programs that could benefit your entire office, your agents, and anyone it is that you know that wants to start a real estate career. You could actually earn commission for those purchases through our affiliate program. So we've got a lot of really great programs as a broker to help you expand your brokerage, but that's where I'm really excited about this career fair, because this is going to be really a game changer for helping connect our students with the brokers that are actively seeking new agents that can help these new agents achieve the goals that they lay out, whether it's hundreds of thousands of dollars or maybe just getting that first transaction done. So welcome in again. If you're just now tuning in today, we are live on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and all kinds of places. So if you want to chat with us, though, if you have questions about the career fair, if you have questions about a real estate career, if you have any questions for me whatsoever, go to tsre.us/live. So again, that's tsre.us/live. And that will take you right now to where we are live, and you can access that official live chat to ask whatever questions it is that you may have. Alrighty. Perfect. All right, so chat is locked and loaded. Hello and welcome. The career fair is November 23rd at 12 p.m. in Palm Harbor, Florida. It's going to be right off of the intersection of US 19 and Tampa Road. So if you're coming from Tampa, very easy to get to. If you're coming from anywhere else in Pinellas County, right off of US 19, very easy to get to as well. And of course, get yourself registered because we'll send out the full details, the address, the directions, all that good stuff through email, as well as sending you reminders through text message. So that's why you'll want to go ahead and get signed up. But again, if you're just now joining us, welcome in. Today, we have a very special edition of Ask the Instructor, where we're here to talk about the next upcoming Florida Real Estate Career Fair. It's actually the first ever Florida Real Estate Career Fair hosted by the Tampa School of Real Estate. So we're super excited to bring you these opportunities, not just to be able to meet real estate instructors at these actual career fairs, but actually meet hiring real estate brokers. So it's really a great environment to network, to find out about the opportunities that are available, whether you're brand new to this, you don't even have a license yet, you haven't taken a course yet, or you already have a real estate license and you're looking to expand yourself, to expand your team, to find a brokerage that better aligns with your real estate career. This is the event for you. Anywhere in the Tampa Bay area, you're going to want to come here. It's hosted in Palm Harbor, again, right off of US 19 and Tampa Road, so very easy to get to from wherever in the Tampa Bay area that you are coming from. And a lot of these brokers also have almost extensive cloud capabilities where you may never even have to step foot into the office. And then at the same time, there's brokers that very much emphasize coming into the office. And that's why it's so important to come to an event like this, not just to find out about the different opportunities that are available for you, but also to find out about the potential, to be able to speak face to face with recruiters for these different organizations to find out what are the potentials, what are going on at their firms, what type of training opportunities are available, what type of leads are available, what type of marketing support is available, what is it look like for a career at this real estate brokerage? So you don't have to go set up an appointment with these different brokers. You just need to RSVP. So the form, tsre.us/career fair. That's tsre.us/career fair. Go there right now, put in your name, email, and phone number, and get yourself registered for this upcoming career fair on November 23rd. If you're not available for November 23rd, still get registered, because we're going to have future events as well, and we'll make sure we get you reminded for those future events. But you don't want to miss this. You don't want to delay your success in real estate. You don't want to delay the opportunities that await for you. This is a great time to get started if you're just getting started, and it's also a great time if you've already been in real estate to potentially consider some realignments of your real estate career. And if you're a broker that's interested in sponsoring this event, being one of the vendors at this event, we still have a few broker sponsorships available, as well as other vendors as well. So if you want to find out more about that, the link is going to be at the bottom of the registration page. You'll be able to click into that. And if you want to speak to any of our advisors about the career fair, about this event, about any of the other details, 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. Now, something super exciting that we haven't talked about yet that we're doing at this career fair. So not only are we going to have food and drinks available for when you register for this here, so that way you can spend some time, hang out, network with not just the other brokers, but also the other aspiring real estate professionals that you may potentially team up with in your real estate career. It's a great event, and on top of that, one lucky winner who attends this career fair, there's no purchase necessary, but you do have to attend to be eligible to win. We're going to give away our video on demand course, because this will work for anyone, anywhere, anytime, any place, 24/7, 365. Although you could get this done in like a week. We give you 365 days of access, but you could do this as quick as even just a couple of days if you're really like pulling all-nighters and just going nonstop through the material here. And we make it super easy for you because you have an app right on your phone. That app, you're able to access all of the information of the course, really the course in its entirety, as well as logging in online to the web browser. You also get a book included with this. So again, if you are the lucky winner, your registration will include the actual textbook for the course. And if you do want to attend a live class, whether in person or a live online, we can actually credit this towards that as well. If you already have a real estate license, you could gift this to somebody if you're the winner, or you could actually apply it towards your post-licensing, broker pre-licensing, anything like that. So very excited. We've got this course giveaway here, but you really shouldn't be coming to the career fair just because of the course giveaway, because the investment of this course is $197. So it's $197 right now to register for this course, to be able to get your real estate license. So very minimal investment. We're not talking about spending years in school. We're talking about a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month if you're stretching it out further. Technically, you could go all the way out to 365 days with this course here, but you don't want to delay these opportunities, because every day that passes you by is a day that is lost, that you cannot go back and take the action that you wish you took 10 years ago. You have to take that action today. And that's why we want to help make it a little bit easier for one lucky winner, but that winner is just going to be one out of everybody that comes to attend this career fair here. So this investment of $197 that you would make to get this video on demand course, or even if you're doing the classroom course of $497 to attend the live in-person class here, that investment of $200 to $500 there has the potential to put you in a real estate career where, this is statistics we pulled directly from Glassdoor.com. So Glassdoor.com, very reputable career website. Question of how much does a real estate agent make in Florida? And for this year, as this was currently estimated, they are confident in this estimate with over 8,805 salaries submitted. They've got a total pay range of $164,000 to $292,000. Now, I'm going to break down and explain this further today to show you how money is typically made at a real estate brokerage, to where how this could add up here. What would you have to do to, let's say, make this median income of $217,000? That went up a little bit since we last posted this. It was $216,000. Now it's $217,000 as the median total pay. Now, in real estate, it's mostly commission-based pay. So commission is typically what drives this number, and that's why real estate can be so rewarding. There's really 3 reasons why people start a real estate career. Number 1, we'll just talk about the money, the unlimited income potential. So unlimited income potential. You've got schedule flexibility. And you get to be your own boss. Now, the question may be, well, if you're your own boss, why are you going to this career fair where there's brokers here? Well, the Florida Real Estate Commission, when you get a sales associate license, which is your initial starting real estate license, they don't allow you to operate completely independently. You still get to be your own boss, but as an independent contractor where you hang your license with a broker. So what does that mean when you hang your license with a real estate broker? Well, that means that your license has to be hung somewhere, broker, owner, developer, property management company, some sort of organization that's registered with the DBPR as a broker or developer. And so you hang your license there, and what that broker does is provide you a platform for your real estate business. You still have the unlimited potential, the scheduling flexibility, but it comes at usually a cost of your commission or some sort of monthly annual fee, something like that. And what do you get in exchange for that? Well, you get access to tools, to technology, to training, to marketing, to leads, to basically like a turnkey system for real estate success. Which that sounds pretty attractive, right? Most businesses, when people are starting out a real estate business, or really any business, not just a real estate business, any business, they might draw up a real estate plan, and figuring out what goes into that plan could really go 1,000 different directions. They teach college courses on making business plans. But the great thing about real estate is because of this turnkey system that's available through all these different brokerages, it's really just the question of what turnkey system is going to be right for you. Now, there is a course that we offer called post-licensing, and this is actually a requirement that you get these post-licensing hours before your first renewal. And what this teaches in here, a big subject in this, is business planning. And that is very essential as it relates to real estate. So even if you've taken college-level business planning courses, I've taken those before, it's big deal. This is not what we're talking about here. It's really just about tangible numbers, and that's what I'm going to break down here in just a minute to help you understand how money is made in real estate, how income is made, how it could be possible to have a $217,000 median income for real estate professionals in Florida, according to Glassdoor.com. And you could make much more than that. I know agents that are making more than $217,000 in a year, much more than that, and just through real estate. I'm not even talking about investing in other side hustles they might even have going on top of that as well. And you could make more than that even just as a single agent, let alone building a real estate team or starting your own real estate brokerage. And also, if you run a real estate team and you want to be part of the career fair, it doesn't necessarily have to be a broker specifically sponsoring the career fair. So you can actually, as a team leader, go to the career fair as a sponsor for your team and recruit specifically for your team at the career fair. So this is a great event. We're super excited about it, to be able to connect brokers with aspiring real estate professionals, or even, again, those that have a current real estate profession, but you're maybe you're just curious about what else is out there. What are other brokers in the area that are going out there, that are making an investment in building their brand to put themselves in front of new agents? What type of system that they have that they're confident to make that investment, to put themselves at this career fair? Because there are some brokers out there that don't even want to have anything to do with new agents. There's not a lot of them, but there are some of them. So how do you find one that, again, is the right fit for you? Again, you got to know what's the right fit for you, but also you've got to know what's out there. You got to have some degrees and points of comparison. And for years, we've told people to go make appointments with different brokers, different recruiters, find out what that company has to offer. But now we could bring those same brokers and recruiters to you, to where you could talk to them, talk to multiple brokers in the same room, find out about the real estate classes that are required. So even if, again, you haven't taken the classes yet, you could still attend the career fair. This is free. You could register at tsre.us/career fair, name, email, phone number, put yourself in. It also enters you to win that video on demand course as long as you attend the actual career fair. So make sure you come out November 23rd, 12 o'clock p.m. Again, make sure you're registered though, so that way you can be entered for the giveaway. And that way you could make sure that you get all the details sent to you, the reminders and so on. So getting back to this income and how this is made. This is where we talk about the unlimited income potential here. And again, being your own boss, being an independent contractor at a brokerage. There's also home builders that have opportunities available. These are going to be a little bit more like a job career type of deal as opposed to a brokerage, a little bit more be your own boss, do your own thing, be as successful as you want to be, do this part-time, do this full-time. You could have these discussions with brokers. You could have these discussions with the recruiters. You could get to understand and know whether or not this brokerage may be a good fit for you. And you don't necessarily have to sign up on the spot, but I suspect that some of the organizations that we have here will actually have some potentially signing bonus, career fair specials going on this day here. We absolutely are going to have some deals for everyone that comes out from Tampa School of Real Estate. We're going to have some offers. We also have some of the items from the campus store at a very heavy discount for all of that. So it's definitely going to be a great event. I'm super excited. I'm going to be there as well. So if you want to meet me in person, shake my hand, ask me any questions, absolutely come out here to that career fair. Again, make sure you are registered for that. Because if this does get to a certain number of registrations, we may have to close off the registrations just because the venue that we're hosting this at can only hold so many people at a time. So make sure you're registered so that way you can be on the priority VIP list. So that way if we do have a line out the door of people that just randomly showed up, you could say, hey, I'm on the list here, and you could get right in. So yeah, and we expect it to be that packed. This is like the week before Thanksgiving, so maybe it won't be that crazy of a turnout, but you never know. There's a lot of people that are really excited about the real estate market in Florida right now, but they're confused, they're concerned, and they're not sure whether or not it's a smart move for them right now. So understanding the opportunities that exist, getting to talk to real actual brokers who are out there practicing real estate, brokers, sales associates, other people. Again, if you have a real estate license or you're brand new to real estate, you're more than welcome to join us either way here to find out about, again, the pre-licensing courses to get your license, the post-licensing for your renewal, or maybe you're ready to take that next step to get a broker license. Not only myself, but we'll have other instructors there who are actually teaching these classes. So again, you could talk to them, pick their brains, and really plot out what that future looks like for you in real estate. And of course, we can't forget about the schedule flexibility. Getting to be your own boss, make your own schedule, set your own hours, work as little as much as you want to, because this is a business of what you put into it is what you get out of it. So let's go back. Let's rewind over here to this picture here. Your future awaits. So this house, if this were in the Tampa Bay area, it looks like this is waterfront. We're going to assume there's maybe some sort of canal or something behind this image of this property right here. And so I'm going to price this at $1.8 million. That might be low. That might be high. But let's do the math here. If this property sold for $1.8 million, what would be the commission? Well, if we have a 6% commission on $1.8 million. Now, commissions are always negotiable, and it also depends on who you're representing. Are you representing just the buyer? Are you representing the seller? Are you representing both the buyer and the seller? But if this were 6%, were the commission on this property that we say is, let's say it's worth $1.8 million. Again, it could be more than that depending on where it is, how deep that water may be in the canal behind it, and a lot of other things. But let's just say it's $1.8 million. That's $108,000. Now, maybe you represent both sides of the sale, the buyer and the seller, and that's how you're ending up with 6% there. Maybe it's just the seller or the buyer that you're representing. Even if it were 3%, which is half of that, that's still $54,000. And that alone, that one single transaction, could be more than what you make in an entire year. That's what's possible in real estate. Let's not even get started into a commercial real estate transaction. Let's just add another zero on there. A commercial real estate transaction that's maybe $18 million instead of $1.8 million, that would be, is that really a $10 million commission? No, hold on. $1 million. It'd be a $1 million commission. We actually have a commission calculator right on our website, so if you want to see what that would look like there, for any numbers, any figures that you want to figure, you could go into that commission calculator and do the math. But let's break this down a little bit deeper. Let's say that you're just representing the seller. Let's say this is your listing. We'll go back to that $1.8 million number. And although you maybe agreed to a 6% overall commission, maybe the agreement is that if someone else sells it, you only take half, or you only take 3.5% or 2.5% or whatever the deal may be. Again, commissions are negotiable, so you can make this into whatever you could legally put in writing. If you could legally put this into writing, you could make it your commission agreement. You learn actually in the course about what's called a graduated commission structure if you really want to develop a complex commission calculation for your services. But most people usually just have some sort of flat number there. 3%, 2.5%, 3.5%, whatever it may be. So $1.8 million, 3%, you can put it right in your calculator. You are allowed to use a calculator for the Florida real estate exam. And just as I said earlier, $54,000, which was half of the $108,000. But now here's where the brokers come in. Now there are brokers that are going to be 100% brokers, to where $54,000, you might have like a transaction fee or something like that. But otherwise, you're getting basically all of that money in your pocket. Maybe there's a transaction fee, a little errors and omissions insurance fee, but just flat rate fees that are the same whether you got a $54,000 commission or a $10,000 commission. And so when those 100% brokers are available, why would you even consider any broker that would even take 10% or 20% or 30% or 40 or 50 or 60? Why would you join a real estate team where you're maybe only getting 15 or 20% of the pie? It's all in terms of what is it that you're getting in exchange for that split of the commission. And the 100% brokers, they typically are going to have some monthly or annual type of fee, as well as the transaction fees that are going to be associated with each individual transaction. Now, once you're up and running, that makes sense for a lot of people in a lot of real estate careers, but there's so many other programs, there's so many other benefits, there's so much else going on out there. There's a lot of justification in certain circumstances for the commission splits that are available at several different real estate brokerages. And again, at this career fair, you'll have the opportunity to interact with the brokers, to where if that brokerage is offering, let's say, a 30% commission split, you're able to ask them questions. Well, what is it that I'm getting in exchange for 30% of that commission? Because that'd be almost $15,000 in this case here for a third of that commission, 30% basically. Or maybe, again, it's 10% or 20% or 40%. You could compare side by side. You could get contact info. You could set follow-up appointments. But now you could power through a couple brokers, find out who it is that you want to talk to more, talk to the different recruiters, find out who do you want to learn more about, and then you could set follow-up appointments to learn more about them. Or again, maybe they do have some special offer for that career fair day, some sort of signing bonus, some sort of career fair special for that. Like I said, we will have some career fair promotions going on for Tampa School of Real Estate, especially for campus store items. So you want a hoodie, a shirt, any of that stuff from the campus store, we'll have that available on site there at the career fair. So definitely make sure you stop by the Tampa School of Real Estate area, as well as if you do need to sign up for real estate classes as well. The following week in Palm Harbor, we actually have a weekend class. So if you're a weekend warrior and you want to power through this before the end of the year to get your real estate license, come out to Palm Harbor, meet the instructor, meet the brokers in the area that are hiring, and even if you're driving in from Tampa or from Pasco County or even down from Sarasota, it's going to be worth the trip. Like I said, most of these brokers, they're all part of Stellar MLS, which expands all the way out to Orlando. So even if you're in the Orlando area, you could come and find out about viable career opportunities and find out about the different brokers that are available that might be completely cloud-based. Or maybe, again, you want to meet the brokers that aren't cloud-based, that do as much in the office as possible. Whatever it is that you want, get registered, tsre.us/career fair. Go to the page, name, email, phone number, and get yourself on the list. So that way you're on the VIP list. You're not having to wait in line outside if we're overwhelmed with people, because there's only so many people we're allowed to have in the room at any one point in time. So we don't want to get in trouble with the fire marshal and all that good stuff there. So that's the career fair. The next one is November 23rd in Palm Harbor. It's actually the first ever career fair, Florida Real Estate Career Fair, hosted by Tampa School of Real Estate. So we're really excited to bring you these opportunities, not just the opportunity of the career fair itself, but all the different opportunities from all the different brokers, developers, and other vendors that we have at this career fair. So let's take a different number, though, because you might say $1.8 million. Does that transaction really happen a lot? It absolutely does. But, you know, let's say this property wasn't waterfront, and let's say it's in an area where it's a deal. Or let's say this is what an average property looks like. Let's do that. Because in the Tampa Bay area, the average home price is about $420,000. So let's say you're just representing one side of the sale, and you negotiated a 3% commission for your side of the sale. So what would that look like on $420,000? It's going to be a little bit less, but you're still making $12,600 for that now average sale. $12,600. You do that once a month, you're making $151,000, $151,200 per year. And also to keep in mind, Pinellas County, Palm Harbor, where we're hosting this, there's a lot of really valuable real estate in that area. There's a lot of waterfront real estate. There's a lot of very luxury properties. There's a lot of new development and redevelopment that's going on there. So there's absolutely price points available far significant of $420,000 where you'll make this money that much quicker. But if we do 12 average price sales, if you could do one average price sale a month at 3% commission, that is $151,200 of gross commission. Now that's not quite the $217,000 that we figured earlier, but let's do the math on that. So let's say if we do want to make the median, according to Glassdoor.com, of $217,000, how do we do that? Well, if we're making $12,600 on average, and again, that's a very average number because that is the average sale price in the Tampa Bay area. It's right around $420,000 right now. So $12,600 is what our gross commission would be per deal. So if we want to make $217,000 in a year and we get $12,600 per deal, that'd be about 17.2. We're going to round it up to 18. 18 deals. So that's about 1.5 per month. 1.5 per month. 18 deals. You're doing 4.5 in a quarter. You're doing 9 in 6 months. Is that something you're going to do in your first year? Maybe. Or maybe that's what you get to in your second year, your third year, your fourth year, your fifth year. See, the great thing about real estate is you could put it on your schedule. And what you put into it is what you get out of it. Because you're paid per transaction, you're paid per deal. In our business plan calculator, the business planning that you do in your post-licensing course and the little bit simplified version we have on our website in the commission business plan calculator, you could go through and work your way through the sale process of, okay, I need to have this % of my contracts closed. I need to get this many appointments, and really build yourself out a more detailed plan to how do you get 18 closings. And 18 closings really isn't even that impressive. Don't get me wrong, that's great because that's almost $250,000. But is it a standout? No, it's not even actually the top of the range here. The top of the range, we're talking $292,000. So let's do that number. let's say average price again in the Tampa Bay area, and we want to get to the top of that range of $292,000 that the Glassdoor statistics provided us. So $292,000 divided by $12,600. How many deals do we have to do to get that $292,000 if our gross commission is $12,600? And again, this would assume we're at a 100% brokerage. But it's only 2 a month. 2 a month, 2 average price sales at 3% commission, and you're making almost $300,000 a month. That's 2 a month for 24 deals in a year. Now, is this something that you're able to do on your own? Maybe. Or maybe you get there a lot easier through your own real estate team. But now if we're talking about a real estate team, you might go from closing 2 deals a month to 1 deal a week. What would that math look like if you're closing 1 deal per week? So if there's 52 weeks in a year, and you might say, well, John, don't you take time off? Yeah, absolutely. But remember, having a real estate team means that even though you might be taking time off, your business doesn't take time off. That's one of the greatest things about building a real estate team is you build something bigger than yourself. You're able to help new agents. There's going to be real estate teams specifically at this career fair as well. It's not just real estate brokers. There's going to be teams specifically. And again, if you're a real estate team and you want to join the career fair, go to the bottom of the page at tsre.us/career fair, and hopefully we still have some sponsorship opportunities available so you could join in on this. Again, it is an actual physical space, so there is only so much room that we have in there for vendors as well as the attendees of this career fair. Whether you're a current student, a potential student, or again, maybe you already have your real estate license and you want to find out what else is available. But again, you're getting 52 deals a year because now you're really ramping up your business. Maybe you started off with just 1 a month, or maybe you only did 6 deals in your first year. Maybe you only did 1 deal in your first year. My first year in real estate was super rough because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't take post-licensing right away. I didn't attend any sort of career fair. I went with the first broker that was recommended to me, and I didn't ask for help. So there's a lot of things I could go back and revisit, and if you watch all of our Ask the Instructors in the State of Real Estate, I'll clue you in on all of my misfortunes and how to avoid them in your real estate career, because that's what we're on a mission to do here at the Tampa School of Real Estate, to help accelerate your path to success, to help you become one of our next success stories. And the faster we can get you there, the more likely we're going to get you there. So again, you might start off with just 1 deal your first year. Maybe that turns into 6 in year 2. Maybe that turns into once a month in year 3. Maybe that turns into 24 deals in year 4. And then maybe you're building a team now and that turns into 1 deal a week in year 5. And again, let's just keep it at the average number, because you might sell some more, you might sell some less, but this is, again, about what the average is for the Tampa Bay area, that $420,000, which at 3% is a $12,600 commission. So $12,600 once a week, every week in the year, you're now making $655,200 in gross commission. Now, again, you're building a real estate team, so that money is being shared, but as the team leader, you're the one that determines that compensation structure of what being on your team is actually worth. Maybe it's worth more if it's a team-generated lead than it's worth if it's an outside lead that someone on your team is bringing in. So even if you're joining a real estate team, there's varying degrees of still being your own boss, depending on how structured of an environment you're looking for that would benefit you. Now, obviously, there's no limit on to how many sales you could do in a year, especially if you build a big enough real estate team. You might end up selling 300. You might have it to where you're doing a closing almost every day. Let's just do that math. What would that look like if you had an average closing for 3% on an average price home in the Tampa Bay area. And if you're in Miami, if you're in Orlando's right up there with us, but Miami is like $550,000 or $559,000, I think it's at. South of us, Sarasota, Naples, you definitely see a little bit higher price points there as well. But again, it's all averages. So let's say it averages out to that $12,600, maybe more, maybe less. You could do the same math on your own with a calculator just like I am here, or take advantage of that commission calculator we've got on our website. But let's say you do one a day. We'll say 360. We'll do 360. So we'll assume 5 days out of the year you're not closing anything. Why? I don't know. You could still do 365. You could do 500 transactions. You could do 1,000 transactions. There's no limit. You're probably not going to be able to do all those on your own, but with assistance, with a team, with the right people, with the right systems, the sky is the limit, quite literally. You could open your own brokerage and you could have 1,000 agents. Yo, is that even possible? Absolutely. There's real estate brokers with over 1,000 agents. Maybe that's a great one for you to join, or maybe a team within that brokerage so you're getting a little bit more personalized experience, or maybe you don't care about the personalized experience. You see, everybody is different, and that's why it's so important to go to an event like this, to be able to talk to brokers, to be able to find out, to figure out even what questions to ask. You're maybe listening to other people talking to them and finding out a little bit more as you just put yourself in the room. If you've ever heard people say that, is you got to get in the right room. Well, this is the room that you want to be in if you're trying to expand your real estate career. You don't even have to make any decisions. Again, there might be some specials and promotions going on this day at the career fair, but you don't have to. You could go there, think, you could schedule follow-up appointments. You could go there and realize real estate isn't for you. Chances are, though, if you're already this invested, if you're still watching the video at this point, if you're this curious about real estate, these opportunities you're going to find out about are going to be quite eye-opening of not just what is possible, but how it's possible. Today, we're talking so much about the possibility. At the career fairs, where you'll be able to talk to the recruiters and the brokers and the other vendors that are there to find out the how. This is the what. Now for you to find out the how. And maybe you just want to do this part-time. We get a lot of people that are firefighters, police officers, first responders, teachers, nurses, that are looking to supplement their income, or just do this on the side, on the weekends, on the nights, whatever it may be. You could do that. And if that's what your plan is, that's what you want to have the discussion about. Well, hey, look, I'm only available weekends, nights. Why would your brokerage be a good fit if I'm only available on weekends and nights? And if they say their office is closed, and the only way to find out anything is talking to a person during business hours, that's maybe not the best fit for you. And this is the things you could learn and find out about at the career fair. And even if there's another broker you've been talking to that isn't at the career fair, you could come here as a point of reference to find out about these other opportunities that are available. And if it turns out these opportunities don't make a whole lot of sense, well, in that case, that broker that you've already been talking to might still make the most sense. But chances are, again, you're going to find eye-opening opportunities at this career fair. You're going to make connections you probably didn't think you're going to meet. It's a great networking event. It's a great way to just get into the local real estate community, especially if you're brand new to it. If you don't have a license yet, you've just been thinking about starting a real estate career, you're the exact person that should come to this career fair most. And again, if you've been thinking about making a change, maybe you're not the happiest with your current brokerage, you maybe think there's better options, come explore some. It doesn't mean you leave your brokerage, but you get to find out without having to go set appointments at different brokers and feel like you're doing that all behind your broker's back. You can just go to one event and talk to multiple brokers instead of having to do all these different appointments. And maybe you go to this one event and you're like, you know what, my broker actually sounds like they're pretty great. Or you're like, oh wow, this broker is who I should be with here. Because the brokers that are coming to this event, they're proactive. The brokers, the teams, the organizations that will be there, they're proactive and they're actively interested in helping you build a real estate career. So back to this math that you might have already worked out on your own, since we've just been off topic on this tangent here, weaving back into this. But what if you have a team, a business, a brokerage that's generating 360 transactions at an average price point and 3% commission to yield a $12,600 gross commission? We're talking almost $5 million a year. Is that what you're going to do in your first year? I don't want to say you can't. It's not likely. Could you? Yeah, anything's possible in real estate. But what makes it a possibility is you making it real and having a plan of how to make it real. Because it's easy to say, oh, I'll sell 360 homes, but then what happens when you wake up tomorrow? Well, there goes one of those 5 days that you couldn't waste. And then by the time you wake up 5 days and you haven't sold anything, you literally need to sell something every day of the year. So the business plan is what makes this a reality, because it helps you understand how many people you need to talk to, how many appointments you need to have. And you learn about this more in depth in post-licensing, but again, go right on our website, search for business plan, search for commission calculator, search for realtor income. These are all the topics that you want to go and investigate further if you're considering a career in real estate. Or if you'd rather just talk to an advisor rather than doing your own research, call into us 813-333-2676. Our advisors can actually get you registered for the career fair as well. So if you want to get registered for that career fair, make sure you get signed up as soon as possible, because again, once we hit a certain limit, we will close off the career fair. And you could come there on the day, and as long as we still have space available, if people haven't showed up, we could let you in there. But ultimately, it's going to prioritize the registrations. The registrations are free, and that's why we think we're going to be really overwhelmed with this. Not only is it free, so this is a free event, free. It's a free event. On top of that, there's actually going to be food and drink there. So we're going to have snacks, refreshments, and we're also giving away the video on demand course to one lucky winner. So really, in this case, we're almost paying that one lucky person to come to this career fair. So get yourself registered, tsre.us/career fair. tsre.us/career fair. Go there, get signed up, name, email, phone number, and we'll see you November 23rd at the career fair in Palm Harbor. Again, wherever you're coming from in the Tampa Bay area, it's going to be worth it for you to visit this, whether you're brand new to real estate and you just want to find out about the opportunities available, or you already have a real estate career and again, you want to see and explore some of the other opportunities that exist out there. This is the event for you. So come down. It's November 23rd, 12 p.m. Get registered now at tsre.us/career fair, and we will see you November 23rd. Again, any questions, call into our advisors, 813-333-2676. We still have some sponsorship opportunities if you want to join in on the career fair. Again, the link is at the bottom of that tsre.us/career fair page, or you could again call into our advisors, 813-333-2676, and they go over all the details and options with you over the phone. So that's all the time we've got for today. I hope to see you on November 23rd at the career fair. Until then, have a fantastic week. We'll be back this Friday for State of Real Estate, so tune in then. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you on Friday.
The most powerful tool to study for your real estate exam is the Question Simulator from Tampa School of Real Estate. We've used our years of experience in preparing students for the Florida Real Estate exam to bring you the most powerful exam study tool available. In the Question Simulator, you'll be able to go directly to a particular unit so you can focus on the sections where you need the most practice. We have also included the percentages of each unit so you know which units are the most important for your real estate exam. Every question will immediately give you detailed feedback, which is almost always more important than the question or the answer themselves. After completing all the questions in a particular unit, you can go through question by question and review any that you've gotten wrong. You could also print out a report at the end of each quiz. The Question Simulator from Tampa School of Real Estate is 100% mobile compatible, so you can practice with test questions anywhere you have your phone with you. Enroll now at questionsimulator.com and get ready to pass your exam.
Have you seen what's going on in Tampa? Thinking about getting your Florida real estate license? Look, the process is probably easier than you think. We break it down step by step, how much it's going to cost, what it is that you need to do to get your Florida real estate license. Find out all of that and more at licensefl.com. Again, that's licensefl.com. So you just got your real estate license. How can you jumpstart your real estate business?
the number one thing you should do before you do anything else is post-licensing. Now look, this is already a requirement, so you're gonna have to do it anyways, but here's why you wanna do it early. The sooner you do post-licensing, the sooner you're gonna learn the real-world concepts in post-licensing that will help you create a business plan, that'll help you plan for your success in real estate. Post-licensing is all about real-world topics that are usable, that'll help you grow your real estate business. And at Tampa School of Real Estate, we have the best post-licensing courses around. Find out more about how post-licensing can help you jumpstart your real estate career. Go to postflorida.com. Are you studying for your Florida real estate exam? If you are, you need to check out our Pass First Try strategy. You're gonna love this. It's 4 steps that we break down the process to study for your Florida real estate exam. So you're set up to pass your Florida real estate exam because that's what you're studying for, right? To pass your exam. It's 4 steps. Number 1, you learn the information. You've got to learn this to be able to pass the exam, but it doesn't stop at learning. Step 2, you've got to reinforce the basic, simple, key concepts. As you learn this information, keep reviewing the simple things. You don't need to know everything, but you got to review these basic key concepts. Step 3, you've got to test your knowledge. The exam's going to test your knowledge, so if you don't test your knowledge in advance, you won't find out if you know what you think you know until you take the exam. And then step 4 is be confident and prepared, because even if you know this material, you need to be confident that you know the material. Check out the full strategy at passfirsttry.com. That's passfirsttry.com.